What is up, everybody? Welcome to a Pretty Perspective podcast.
A place where we bring light to hard shit. Welcome to our 11-part mini-series where we talk about 10 things you might not know about your brain. We invite you to come along with an open mind and learn beside us to start conversations that truly matter.
Okay, number 4, you never perceive reality directly. Your brain filters every experience through prediction, memory, and past emotion. You're not reacting to life, you're reacting to your nervous system's story about life. Ooh! Take it on. I talked a lot the last one.
Yeah. You never perceive reality directly. So the world is not how you see it. The world is how you are. So if you're somebody who picks up comments and moves throughout your day and just talks about the negative stuff, that's because the inside self of your own reality lives there, right? Your brain filters every experience through prediction, memory, and past emotion. So this is really interesting because if you sit down and think about it, we can never go back to yesterday. We can never, like, you can't go back to yesterday like you can go back to the store and return an item, okay? But we have to live life forward. So it's this weird thing where we're always like getting pulled back to here because it's all we know, and then we're supposed to nosedive into the future. So prediction, memory, and past emotion are the only tools that we have to move forward. So the pattern recognition comes into play here, right? Where it's survival because it's what we do all day, whether you agree with me or not, doesn't matter. It's what you do. It's how we survive. It's how we make meaning. It's how we recognize things. There's something called meaning making theory where in my case I took it to an extreme, and it's an accelerated gift that I have now because everything that I went through as a kid was the way that it was to such a degree that I had to make meanings for stuff in order to survive understanding it, or I wouldn't have been able to move through it. So what do I mean by that? I mean, every time I approach something or something presents itself to me and my nervous system recognizes the energy from that thing a long time ago that hurt me, it's going to recognize and predict that it because my body has the memory of that past emotion. So I'm not reacting to what's right in front of me. I'm reacting to what happened a long time ago because I haven't released that out of my body yet. Right back to the first thing. If I'm rewiring myself daily and I'm paying attention, then you're rewriting your nervous system story about stuff. One of our past episodes, I had commented on you don't choose who you keep in your life, your nervous system does. So
yeah,
I don't know, you can add to that or not. That's tough to talk about, and I could go on about it for days, but
the only thing I was going to say is I did a group presentation for my clients on this partially, but confirmation bias, basically. So that ties into this too, because if you are in the mode of, oh my God, I woke up late today, it's going to be a terrible fucking day. If you are in that mood and you have claimed that to be true, your brain is literally going to look for anything to prove you right.
Correct.
So if you're thinking, oh my God, this is such a terrible day, you're going to realize every red light. You're going to realize every piece of food you accidentally dropped down the front of your shirt. You're going to realize like every cloud in the sky. You do know what I mean? And so I think that's the last thing. That's literally brain science. That's how we work. So to go back to the first point, if you catch yourself doing that, you have every opportunity to rewire it to think today's a great day.
Interrupt that pattern.
It's that simple.
Yes, you have to interrupt that. As I said, full circle around for that, and then we'll move on to the next one. But life is not how you see it outside of your body. Life is how it is on the inside of you. And here's another one. We're going to leave one more thing with everybody. Breath is life, right? How you breathe throughout your day is indicative to how you live your life. Do you breathe erratically, controlled, all over the place? Do you forget to breathe? Are you bracing for impact and holding your breath all day? Start to pay attention to that. And when you do, you're going to notice who you start to hold your breath around, probably because you're performing. You're going to notice who you light up around because your inner child, your nervous system feels safe enough to open around these people. 75% of how we perceive, feel, and do things in our life, the behavior is a byproduct of what it is we can see. So I also encourage you to start closing your eyes and listening to stuff before you decide to do it. Listen to it. And how does it make your body feel? You know,
Period.
period. I love it.
Thank you guys so much for listening, and to find more from us, you can find us on Instagram at prettyperspective_podcast and also on YouTube.
Before we get ready to sign off here, remember that you are the light and you bring the glow, and we are a Pretty Perspective where we bring the light to hard shit.